up, guys? Xandar here with a special video for you for the end of the year. This is the last video of the year that I'm gonna do until next year, and I have already some figures en route, so I'll have some up probably next week or so. But anyway, this year has been such a great year. I've had my YouTube channel for a while. But it wasn't until this year that I decided to start doing some content. Looking back this year, I did over close to 95 videos of figure reviews. So I'm going to go ahead and just do something fun and just narrow down and do my top 30 figures of 2024. So let's get the party started with the first figure that we'll look at. Now, this guy, I basically just barely did a review on him. I've had him for a minute, but he was in storage and I decided to finally take him out and look at him, and he is spectacular. That is the Turtles of Grayskull Slacker figure. There's a lot of reason why this guy is on my list, and number one, I mean, look at him. He is huge. He is magnificent. I love the colors that are coming out. I love everything. And the fact of the matter, Turtle Grayskull basically is a mashup between Masters of the Universe and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And you got that. What I really think is cool is that sticker on the bottom showing the pizza as, I guess, as turn dials or whatever, which is really cool. And I just really love his big backpack in the back. It just look, he's magnificent. He's a big guy. He's using that Andrew the Giant buck that they had before. And I was collecting those, but I stopped. So that would have been another story. The next guy up, or the next figure up, is basically kind of a controversial figure coming to the line. Basically, what they did is Todd McFarlane did take over DC a couple years ago, and you know, there's a reason why I don't collect a lot of them, and the reason being is because of the simple fact that he loves to do these chase figures. And the problem with the chase figures is, of course, they're chase figures. You have to find them. And what I thought was crazy about this guy is the fact that he shouldn't have been a chase. He should have been, you know, a regular release. I think there was a red version. That one should have been the chase. I love the colors, the armor on him. I mean, he is super cool. I just think this guy is really unique, and definitely wanted to add him on my collection. So here he is. All right. Next up, we're going to look at another cool line so this guy did come in last year, and he was one of my first reviews, and that is Barlog from the Super Street Fighter 2 collection. I love Storm Collectibles. I love their Street Fighter figures. And definitely, they're one of the best. You know, they make one of the best figures. Of course, their premium figures are a lot more money than the regular figures, but this guy is super cool. I love the coloring, you know, the way the figure's done, the detail on the muscles, the big old boots that he has. I mean, this guy is a menace, and he looks so cool, like he just came out of the video game. So definitely got to put him on my list. Next up, we have Masterverse. Now, Masterverse is another line that I was not too much interested, especially in the beginning. Their figures, too, were not meant for me either. And this is the third version of this figure that they finally made. And they finally got it right with their Masterverse line. And I am talking about MERMAN. This guy is spectacular with the coloring, the armor, the detail on this figure. I'm just like so blown away with how beautiful he is. Like I said, this is the third version, and this one is just so nice. Now, you know, what I like too, I like how you got the yellow just bleeds into the green here. And then on the, you know, the shin guards and some of the armor up here, you got some of that aqua blue, that's aqua green that's on here. That it's just so much detail into the belt. I mean, this guy. And then, you know, I mean, he just, and look at those eyes. Look at those piercing eyes that he has. Just so awesome. Definitely on my list this year. He is freaking awesome. I'm telling you, Masterverse is killing it. And he is not the only Masterverse figure on my little list here. Okay. All right. Let's go look into some of the classified figures. Now, classified is basically is definitely my line. This one of my biggest lines this year. I collect I collect all of them. I think I have a few missing. So let's go ahead and get the party started with some of the retro carded figures. They are definitely really cool. We got right here, we have Beachhead. Now I did like the Cobra Island version, but this one here just stands out, saying I'm Beachhead, giving you that retro vibe. I mean, this is how you do it, right? So he definitely belongs in this list. Please don't fall. I don't know why they're falling. All right, cool. We had another retro carded figure. He was actually the next wave up that I fell in love with. I really like, I do like troop building. I don't go crazy though, but this guy here looks so well with that new Cobra Commander, and that is a Cobra Officer, or Cobra Trooper, I'm sorry. Just the blues alone make this guy stand out so well. He is gorgeous. I just like the simplification of them putting this vest on him. I mean, he is just a repaint of the Cobra Island Trooper, but I mean, you can't tell. Like, this is just, it just goes to show you what a new coat of paint will do to a figure. All right, let's see here. That's 2, 4, 6. Let's see here. Who do we have next? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There's so many, and what I really like about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line that they do is that I've always liked the Playmate figures. I never bought them when I was a kid. I think I bought 2, I think, when I was younger. But I like the variety of them, and just to hear that they're not gonna do well, they really haven't said anything, but you can just tell since they shifted from these to the 2003 figures, Turtles. I think that's it. So anyway, this guy came in, one of the final waves, the last wave, and oh my god, like, what can I say about Triceraton? He is massive. He is beautiful. The coloring on him, the silver just pops, everything. The accessories are kind of a pain a little bit because you just don't know where to put them, but I figured out some spots, and he is just spectacular. What can I say? And he's knocking everyone down. Wonderful. Good job. All right, now I gotta fix this. Oh Lord. Oh no, Trooper down. Trooper's down. We need reinforcements. Look at me playing with the toys like a little kid. How funny, right? All right, let's see here. Oh Jesus. Come on. I don't know what's going on. They were standing earlier, no problem. I'm gonna have to move Barlog over a little so you can see him. There we go. All right. Right, so 2, 4, 6, 7. All right, going forward. We have another G.I. Joe classified figure. Now, this one is not a retro one. This is actually one of the main lines. And actually, now that I think about it, the whole countdown has nothing but Dreadnoks. And this is one of the Dreadnoks that I had to get. I just think he is so freaking awesome. And that is Torch. I love the details on this guy. You have the chains coming around, and you got the spikes on the vest. You got the spikes on the wristband. Loving everything about him. I mean, of course, this is plastic, but it looks like leather on his boots and his jacket. The tattoos. The cool mug on his face, and I love the fact that the shades are removable because we lose those a lot. And of course, there's a flame throwing effect on here, but I didn't put them on. But yeah, he is definitely the coolest, one of the coolest figures this year. All right, next up. Now, Storm Collectibles was not the only one that did Street Fighter characters. This one I just barely reviewed also, and I was just blown away by this guy. This guy, to me, is so freaking cool, and I love the possibility and the things you can do with them, and that is the Jada Street Fighter Dalsim figure. There's so much you can do with this guy that I just love. Super cool, really awesome. Who would have think? I never even liked him when I was a kid. I kind of hated him, but the figure is freaking awesome. All right, last up for the first 30 figures. The first 10 out of the 30, we are going to go into back to Jada and their Mega Man line. Now, this is Iceman from the Mega Man video game series, and this guy is so cool. Like, I just love his face portrait, and then just the things you can do with this little guy. He's so movable and posable. He does have an effect with him, but I didn't have it up here, so we're just gonna, yeah, here we go. Can he pose? All right, oh, yeah. I don't know what's going on. These figures were standing fine earlier. All right, so here's my first top 10. Let's get into the next video with the next ones. All right, let's move forward with some big boys in the line. Mythic Legions is a line that I don't collect, not because I don't want them, but because there's just so many. Just like Marvel figures, I don't have many. But this guy, I had to get him when I saw him. I saw him on one of the reviews. I think it's Toy Bro review. And he looked freaking awesome. I am talking about the Mythic Legion, actually the Cosmic Legion Scrog character. He is not only massive and beautiful. He's just gorgeous. Like the colors, everything about him stand out. I mean, I'm loving all the detail on him. You can see all his scales and all his armor on the body, looking like a crocodile, but of course he's a dragon. Look, I mean, just look at the details. The coloring's beautiful, articulated jaw. I mean, I am just in love with this guy. This guy is super, super cool and one of the best of the year. And there is actually a blue version out, which I'll be getting, and maybe he'll make it on next year's countdown. I don't know. We'll see. Next up is a figure that came out last year, but I was able to get him. I wasn't too keen on getting this one at first. I was just mainly looking at another one, but my good friend Michael from Toy Habits was selling his figures, his Mondo figures, and he's like, he was like, well, I want to sell you this one and this one. I said, okay, I'll take it, and I grabbed him, and I am actually happy that I did. This guy, this is the Mondo Master Universe Trapjaw, and he is spectacular. Like he was probably going to be in the top 10, but there's no more room in here, so I had to kind of like fit him. But it doesn't matter, right? It's just a count number. This guy is super freaking awesome. I love the fact that his arm does this. It looks like a piston, like I said earlier in one of my videos. And then you got his removable parts. You got, they all fit on his belt, which is so freaking cool. I mean, this guy is just not only massive, but awesome. He is definitely one of my favorites, and I just love him. And that's why the video zoomed out so much, because I had to get room for him. All right, so we have some more big boys. Let's go ahead and talk about one of the Super 7 big boys that came out last year, or this year. I want to say last year. And I'm very happy that he came out. I'm like very excited about him. He's definitely a very fun character. He basically came out in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle magazine, and they have that property. They were going to do that because originally there was another figure, Sergeant Bananas, I think it was name was, and they couldn't get the rights to that for some strange reason. So now we got in this guy, and this is basically Gorilla. Now he is spectacular. He's massive. And what I love about him is he just looks so cool as a figure. But I love this bazooka gun, banana gun thing that he came with. I mean, he is just super awesome. And I do not know if I have room for all these guys. Woof. I'm telling you, it's getting crazy. All right, next up we have, from the Masterverse line, we have Battle Armor Skeletor. Now, this is another character. I mean, we have a million Skeletors, but this one just stands out so much. He's just, the colors on him, the battle armor, the beefiness about him. I'm hoping they make a beefy He-Man like this with a cool face sculpt instead of Karen. I say that a lot, but yeah, he is a force to be reckoned with. Super cool. Great addition to the line, or actually to my list. All right. Next up, we have another big boy. Oh, okay, I did that already. All right, next up, let me zoom on my camera just a little bit for this one. Next up, we have coming in from the Turtle of Grayskull line, we got in Merman, the second Merman on my list. He is so cool because I love the fact that with Lady Slither, they used the tail again, but this time they made an actual tail, a fish tail on him. He just looks so cool. I love his face sculpt. He has like that his nose is kind of like the thing that Some fishes in the wild, what they'll do is they'll put like something in front to attract other fishes to eat, and that's basically what it looks like. And his mouth has those jaws, so whenever he's hungry down in the sea, he can, you know, just stand there and move his nose, I think, and the fishes come in and they're trapped. Another thing, I love the translucent plastic on this. I love the colors. I mean, this guy, what can I say? He's super awesome. He fits right there perfectly. Yeah, Gorilla's big old arms in a way, but yeah, he looks pretty cool, man. All right, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and look at some of the GI Joe classified figures of this year. I could not help myself putting this guy on the list because I had him when I was a kid. And, you know what, let me do some adjustments real quick because this just looks a little weird. Hold on. Anyway, as I'm moving everyone around, let me go ahead and explain to you what I'm saying. So basically, this next guy, I had him when I was a kid, and I could not help myself to grab him. You know, and the fact of the matter is that he does come with some animals. I mean, none other than Mr. Naugahyde. Yep. I have to admit, I mean, there's a lot of reuse on him, of course, and his knees are horrible, his feet are horrible, his legs are horrible, but I just love the face sculpt on him, and then like love the vest and all the detail on him. I mean, he is just a lot of fun. And like I said, it does give me some, you know, if it gives you some memory to your older figure, they're doing a good job. So, and not only that, he did come with a couple of companions that I really, really like. And he comes with his pig. I think it's called Potbelly, I think his name. Which he has an articulated mouth, which is pretty cool. Well, I had it earlier, but I guess here you go. Oh no, it fell off. Uh-oh, don't fear. Woo! All right. Anyway, so here's Potbelly here. And then he came with another companion, which was a monkey. And I forgot his name, so I'm just going to call him Timon. Timon and Pumbaa, right there, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, that was a really cool set that came out. And I'm going to have to... Jesus, this is not, yeah. Trevor John's gonna get head cut off a little bit. Next up, we have another GI Joe classified figure, and that is another Dreadnought, which is Road Pig. Another character that I had when I was a kid. I love how they added the little arrow gun on his arm that he used to have, and then he had this big sledgehammer. Well, it's not a sledgehammer. It's the brick hammer thingy, and then his new sledgehammer, looking really cool. I know a lot of people are like talking about him because of his body, which was, you know, they said he was fat, but I think he looks pretty cool. I think he looks really nice. I love the face mask over him to hide that mug that he had, because he did have a horrible mug. I'm gonna have to admit that, but other than that, I mean, I think he definitely is a great addition to the line. And of course, he did come with also a companion too, which I was not expecting. And he came with a little pit bull. I love the fact that they were able to use Junkyard's mold again to make another figure. And this guy just came out of nowhere. So we had 2 deluxe animal figures this year, which is pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to more. All right. Let's see here. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 3 more to go. We got another GI Joe figure, but this is not classified. So basically, what was the name of the company? Mezco. Yeah, was it Mezco? Mezco Toys came out with this cool action figure, and I just had to get him. I mean, he was expensive, but I didn't care because he is freaking awesome. And I'm talking about Storm Shadow. Just the level of detail on this guy. And I love the soft goods, you know, body on him. Just looks really cool, very articulated, it flows very smooth, and he just looks freaking awesome. I mean, I could not help myself. So definitely one of the best. All right. Up next, we have a character that I love personally. I love the Batman villains. Mr. Freeze is definitely one of my all-time favorites. And it's kind of funny. This is not the only Freeze guy on my countdown for this year. And that is the Todd McFarlane Mr. Freeze figure. This guy is just super awesome. I'm loving the colors. I love how this shines. It's a shiny, you know, coating on him. It looks really cool. Loving the purples, the blues. This guy is just super, super gorgeous. So yeah, definitely love the face mask too. I mean, I know this is a third version of him, but yeah, I ecstatic and love this guy. Let's see if I can fit him right here. Cool. Look at, they're all going in there perfectly. All right, moving on. In the last figure in this, in the top 20, we have Mr. Mega Man, the Blue Bomber from GIJO Toys. Now, this is the first time I ever had a Mega Man figure, and I am ecstatic, in love with this guy. I love the face sculpt, love the detail, love a lot of things you can do with him. Feels cool. I just could not help but get this. Recently got the other three. In it for the long run, I'm gonna have a whole Mega Man display. So very excited. I love the video game when I was a kid, so definitely had to add this to my list. All right, so here's this list. These guys, let's take these out and do the final video, and we continuing with my top 30 of the year. All right, rounding up the top 10. I have to say, this is so fun. I am enjoying myself very, very much. I really enjoy doing this. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at the Masterverse figure of the year for me. I mean, what can I say? I love elephants and I love articulated trunks. And that is the Masterverse Snout Spout figure. This guy is cool. He's a deluxe. Came from the Mattel Creations line. I'm surprised that he's still available. I mean, he is awesome. Like, he just, everything about him, the details, the, you know, representation of what he looked like back in the day with some modern twists. I'm telling you, Masterverse is killing it, and this guy is one of my favorites. All right, let's continue with the big boys. Now, this guy came out in a 2-pack, and it was very hard to get, and I don't know if he's still hard anymore, but like I said, Todd McFarlane, you release figures that people want, you know, stop making them hard to get. Now, this wasn't an exclusive, but I know he sold out everywhere, and I was luckily able to grab him, had to set my timer and all that stuff to get him, and I'm glad I did. I'm talking about Bane from the DC McFarlane Masterverse line. I mean, not Masterverse, Multiverse. Why did I say Masterverse? I think I did that one time in a video. I said whatever. Anyway, as you can see, he has some cool details. I love the arms on him, the hair on the arms. Love the new mask. And I'm really shocked that all of my videos, I was looking back, this video alone has 4,000 views. I mean, it's not 4 million, but Jesus, that's still a lot, which is really cool. Thanks to everyone that enjoying that video. Now, this next figure, I did review earlier in the year, and you know, all I gotta say is if my mom were to see this figure, she'd probably throw it away. Of course, when I was a kid, I never collected these when I was a kid, but if I asked for this certain one, and I think there was a toy version, my mom would have said, "Oh, that's loco, you're crazy," and that's because he looks like the devil. And I'm talking about Mongor. I mean, it's so funny. Like, he would be a character that my mom would throw away, but I freaking love him. And not because I'm a Satanist or any of that nonsense. It's because he looks so freaking cool. He's detailed, his face sculpt. I mean, and then you got the fur coming on. I mean, it looks like real fur, and you got those big old feet. And I just love this this Grim Reaper tool thing. I don't know what it's called. I guess I don't know. And it comes with the flame effect. And the crazy thing about it is that he comes with another head sculpt where his mouth is open and his eyes are all blank, and he's roaring, and he looks even more evil. So had to get him. I'm telling you, he is just super, super freaking cool. I love him. He's one of my favorites. And he's huge. Look at that. Wow. All right, let's go ahead and get into some of the vehicles that came out this year. GIJO Classified, hazard vehicles. It's all started with his tank, and now we're getting different vehicles. And of course, I had to get this, and it's definitely in my top 10 because of the fact that, I mean, I had to go hunt for him. So, and that is the Wreckage, Tiger Pod Wreckage vehicle. I know we got the Ferret came out also, but for me, I had this when I was a kid, so it gives me those memories. Of course, the Ferret's still a pretty cool vehicle, and I was gonna do both of them at the same time on there, but I said no, you know, let's go ahead and just put it separate. And I mean, as you can see, it is super cool. Wreckage is really cool. I know he's just a repaint of Firefly, but he definitely is a lot better in my view. And of course, you know, his articulation's much better and everything. So he should be the Firefly that we never had. All right, so let's see here. All right, let's go and just go and do the classified figure of the year for me. Well, maybe not. I mean, just single carded, because to be honest, the next two characters are classified. So the carded one, well, actually, not even carded. I got this guy early. He's supposed to be coming out next year, but I got him early and I'm so excited. And that is Xandar. I mean, I am loving every single thing about this character. Loving the brass chain, and then the what do you call it? Arm bracelet thinger or whatever, the shoulder pad. I can't even talk. And then that cool tattoo that has the dreadnoughts right there. Everything about this guy, I am so excited. Like, I just, of course, if I would have got him, you know, when it was supposed to be released, or, you know, if I didn't get him early, of course, he would have been definitely on my list of that year, but still, I got him early. And the crazy thing about it is I just got a notification that him and the other wave characters are coming January 24th, so funny, but, you know, at least I didn't pay crazy prices, because I did that one year. I think it was the Stalker and the Twin. They got them early, and I spent like close to $150 on them to get them early, and now it's like I don't do that anymore. So, you know, regular price. But anyway, pretty cool ass figure. Next up, one of my favorites. No, I'm lying. This one's not my favorite, but he does come in a 2-pack. If it was just Adam alone, I probably would. He wouldn't be on my top 10. I don't know, would I grab him or not? Probably, but let's look at him real quick. So yeah, this is from the cartoon collection. I do like their style, but of course Adam is just kind of plain to me. But if you look and take into consideration what he comes with, so the 2-pack, and that is, and I got the stone head on him for some strange reason. Okay, and then he comes with the star of the show, Cringer. Now, if there was no oversized figures, no vehicles that came out this year, this pack would have been on my top #1. But of course, we have competition this year, but in terms of 5-inch scale, this one is definitely one of my favorites. I love the fact, I mean, look at the colors, how gorgeous is the size of him. And then the articulation alone is just insane. You can do so much with him. I think in my review, I had him with his hands down and scaredy cat. And actually, if you see in the video, at the end of my outro, you can see a picture that I made with him and Adam, and he's posed like that when he's holding the sword up. So it's really cool. I am in love with this guy, so he deserves to be number 4? Yeah, number 4. No, number 3. No, wait, number 4. I don't even know. Anyway, so this is there's one more thing I'm going to put in here. It doesn't fit, obviously, but let's go ahead and review that one, or let's state that one, and then we'll get the final 3. All right, in at number 4, we have a vehicle. This is from the GIJO Classified. I'm like, woof. And that is a GIJO Classified Vamp. Now, I know we got the Night Stinger, and definitely that one is a really cool vehicle also, but you know, you just can't, I mean, I don't know, this one to me is just a lot of fun. So many things you can do with it. Of course the Stinger you can too, but I just love the package, and that includes Clutch. I mean, Clutch is also a pretty cool figure. I really liked him a lot when he came with the vehicle. So this as a package deal is a reason why he's my number 4. What more can I say? He is a pretty cool, has so many things going with him. Of course, Grunts does not come with him, but Grunt's in there with him. But I mean, this is all in all a fun vehicle. Love the squishy tires and just everything about this. So I look forward to more. I believe a Vamp 2 was probably coming. I won't be surprised if it's not. And then of course the Tiger Force version. What was that one called? The Tiger, I should know by now. Tiger Stinger? Tiger, I don't know. Anyway, so all right, so we got 3 more to go, and I'm just gonna make a separate video on each one of them, and we will end this. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right, guys, here is the top of the top 3 figures in my top 31 figures of the year. Now, of course, these are not action figures, they're mainly statues, but this guy is super cool. I love everything about him. A good friend of mine from Toy Habits, Michael, sold me this guy this year, and I am ecstatic and excited that he is part of my collection. Definitely, you know, not sure if he came out in 2020. I think he did come out in 2024. I don't know. If he did it or not, I don't care. I got him this year. He is definitely a fun character. Loving everything about him. You know, just everything. I mean, he is a very cool figure. Loving a lot of the different, you know, colors. You got the different colors, and then this fur here. Just so much detail. So I'm glad that he is in my collection. So yeah, here he is, the Mondo Master of the Universe Beastman, and I guess this is number 3, right? So we got 2 more to go. All right, rounding off the top 2, we have the Mondo Man-Bat. So the San Diego Comic-Con version with the big wings. Now, he's massive. I mean, he's bigger than Beastman, which is crazy because Beastman is pretty big. But this one takes a cake of just the level of detail and how wonderful and beautiful he is. Just jumping off that cartoon, the animated series, Batman the animated series, and just onto the statue. Oh, I call it a statue, but yeah, it is an action figure. It does articulate. You can move the head side to side, you know. Can't move the wings though, because that's just stuck like that, but you have some articulation. He is in this cool bat stand that I have here for him, which is pretty cool. Man, I mean, I traded in some things to get him, so I was so excited when I opened them and got him, and I'm just so impressed. Definitely my number 2 figure of the year, or toy of the year. I'm just say toy. Let's just say toy, because figure is just, it's just weird to say figure. But yeah, look at him and his massive gloriness. I do have a review on him, so check it out if you have not seen it yet. All right, my top figure, vehicle, toy of the year, of course, is the Dragonfly from the Hasbro GIJO Classified. Now, of course, this would be number 1. I believe last year his tank would have been number 1. But you can see how massive this thing is. I mean, I had to, I love it. I love everything about it. I love the light features that come out of it. Cockpit comes on light, the lights come on here, and then of course the spotlight on the bottom, which is super cool. All the missiles, all the things you can do with it, the blast effects, the characters. Of course, we have I can't take it out, but you got Wild Bill in there, and then Glinda, but of course Wild Bill. I mean, this is supreme, the best figure of the year, and I had to do this whole hand thing. Let's go and turn off the light and see how it looks with the lights off. I mean, spectacular. How can I not have this in my top figure of the year? I want to thank everyone for tuning into my channel. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully the new year brings more and more Like I said earlier, I'm going to be doing the STC, so I will be going in there and doing this kind of motion, doing this live stuff, showing of the figures and everything, how it's going on San Diego Comic-Con. So I'm very excited about that. If you have not subscribed, subscribe, like, share, all of you. It's been a great year. Hopefully next year we have more coming. And until next time, Yo Joe!
Ladies and gentlemen.
Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.